Welcome back to the Pattie Sadler Show. That was really fun talking to A.S. Angelo. By the way, if you check out the Art Hopo in Fresno on the 2nd of April, there's going to be an unveiling of a really great project he's involved in, a big mural painting that he's going to be doing, and I will have more in the future about that, but for now, check it out because it's really, really, truly cool. I want to welcome my next guest. She's my colleague and friend, Miss Kanina Johnson from BS Solutions.
Yeah, Kanina's BS. That BS stands for Best Solutions because I bring the viewers best solutions. But I want to just touch on because you just spoke on A.S. Angelo. Angelo has also been on one of my shows. He actually came on my show this past December and sung happy birthday to me. And he also gave me a art, but
wow.
before then, I was like, oh my God, did you draw this? Did you do this? Did you do that? I really want to say he's very talented.
He's very talented, and I was pretty amazed when I saw the book he'd written, when I saw his painting. He's so multi-talented.
Oh, yes.
So that's really exciting. We're going to see a lot more of Mr. A.S. Angelo, believe me.
Yes, we got to give a shout out to our local talent.
Yes, we do, and it's really important because all you folks out there, if there is something you can envision for you to create, and you see it in your mind's eye of something big that you want to be, you can create that if you see it. So just keep that in mind. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about Miss Kanina. Miss Kanina is a fellow author. She is a talk show host, and she is a life coach as well. And in fact, she wrote this book, Walk in Your Power, by Miss Kanina Johnson.
Yeah.
Now, really good book. So, Kanina, why don't you tell me why or what inspired you to write this book in the first place?
You know what really inspired me to write this book, I want to say first of all, because I noticed the last couple of days, and I get this a lot, this last week I've been getting certain people coming up to me, Kanina, are you going to write another book? And I was like, you know what, have not been inspired to write another book. With all said, I am the author of Walk in Your Power. And when I wrote this book, I was highly godly inspired to write this book. And Walk in Your Power actually talks about our God-given power. Each and every one of us been given the power to, we've been given that power, that power that you see God, Spirit, however we look at higher power, we have that same power. I also want to say I am connected directly with The Secret. I am licensed and certified by Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is the personal development. He's one of the personal development masters. So what I've done is I've been behind the scenes with Bob Proctor, and I understood what The Secret talked about. The Secret was a film and book that came out probably about 2007. It was a blockbuster. It hit the world, very strong. And it talked about the law of attraction. And then we get some people that say, oh, the law of attraction is not true. But the law of attraction is true. It's operating in each and every one of our lives. And the law of attraction only spoke about, The Secret only spoke about the law of attraction. And when I understood the other universal laws that's working in our lives, so we know it or not, that's when I was inspired to write my book. And so Walk in Your Power is actually giving you the secret to our lives. These are universal natural laws that are working in our lives, so we know it or not. And it works in vibration harmony with the law of attraction.
That's awesome. I am a true advocate for the law of attraction as well, but I also believe in a divine power of creation, that we are all children of a higher power.
Correct.
And that because of that, we have abilities that we don't even tap into, because sometimes we forget and we play small and we forget our worth, and we forget that we were created to do things, to create things, to make things. So what really excites me about your book is that you do have a spiritual aspect to it, as well as the law of attraction. So, Kanina, you're working here in Fresno. Where do you finally work with where do you work with your clients at?
Well, actually, what I love to do, first of all, I want to say this. I have a free mastermind group that I do. I have several meetup groups, but my main one, you can go check me out at www.kaninajohnson.com. And I actually have a meetup group when it's focused on the Think and Grow Rich principle by Napoleon Hill. And a lot of people say think and grow rich, but I don't want money. I don't want this. But believe me, if you need a bill, you need money. But anyway, I won't go there. But anyway, even though I focus on think and grow rich, just turn that word around rich to whatever you desire. Think and grow successful, think and grow faithful. It all the same. So me personally, I love to work one-on-one with clients. I truly love that. And the reason I love to work one-on-one with clients, because I feel that I have a more connection, and they have a very powerful connection to me.
I think one thing that we have all in common is that we are able to help our clients to find what it is to really pull out what it is they really want to desire. As I was speaking with Dorinda Judd earlier, it's about finding that person's needs and desires and really helping them to make the goals and find the things in their life that will help them to reach those goals, right?
Yeah, no doubt. My motto is I take you from where you are to where you desire to be. But a lot of times I find that a lot of people, they really don't know what they want.
Isn't that the thing? And that's what I have found too. Sometimes in our coaching programs, helping the client to get a realization of who they are,
Yes.
what they want, where they're going, and where they want to be, and where they came from, too.
Yes.
I think all those things together help us to create a life vision, so.
Yes, no doubt about it. And I see one thing about, because I'm a business owner too, and I've owned multiple businesses. I've been a business owner for the last 18 years, and I've learned, and by trial and error, I'm talking hands-on experience. One of the things I want to say with business owners, anybody, employees or whoever, one thing, you must have a spiritual background. You got to have a spiritual background. That is number one. I don't know if I'm using the correct terms for saying spiritual. I'm not trying to get in religion or anything like that. We are spiritual beings going through a physical experience here on earth. And so we must be able to create from a spiritual standpoint.
I believe spirituality is one of the fundamental areas that we have to work on in order to get balance in our lives. And I would like to point out, it isn't from a religious standpoint necessarily. It also includes the Mother Earth, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with your higher power, your relationship with your own spirit, and those things. So I think that is part of one of the areas that we have to have balance in. So I totally agree with that.
Oh yeah, no doubt. So that's when my book come back into play, because the law of attraction is working in our lives, so we know it or not. It's pretty much what we think about and we get emotionally involved in. We are attracting to ourselves. But the way you want the law of attraction to work for you on purpose is understanding the other natural universal laws that works in harmony, which in my book talks about, which is like the law of thinking, the law of obedience. It's not something that you don't know. It's just my book will bring that awareness to your life. And when I understand this to be true, you're going to keep your life in alignment with higher power, God, or, when you do that, you're being in vibration harmony with the law of attraction, and then you can create the life that you desire.
I love Miss Kanina Johnson.
Yeah, no doubt.
She's one of my favorite.
We have power.
Yes.
We have power, and a lot of us is not aware of that.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us go to church, and the pastor tells us this and this and this, and they think just because they run up there and give some money in a bucket that they're going to be blessed. No, you need to understand how your life operates, and our life operates in an orderly manner by law, and that's what I'm talking about in my book. So you can put your life in harmony so that you can create whatever you desire, because you've been given that power.
We have been given that power. I'm so excited that Kanina is here with us today. We're going to go ahead and take a break. Thank you for being here with me, Kanina, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Thank you.